thinking about Facebook as a mobile-only product becomes something that's really difficult. And we think, like, should we go invest in, like, Mike's better Android app, or should we go invest in something like Zero? That's an interesting prioritization question.
Well, but what about just getting phones into people's hands? One of these. Do your ad thing. Just ads. Every couple minutes you gotta read an ad, right? You have a free phone. You good. I mean, isn't that the first step? Is just getting these things into people's hands?
Yeah. I
Clean water and a phone would be a good start for everyone. Really. You can do it.
And I think these smartphones, 3 years ago, they were $600, right? Think about the first iPhone. Clearly that wasn't going to be a mass market device in some of these countries. But today, at even $100 price points, that trend over the past 2 years is not going to stop. And so I think you're going to see increasing and amazing amounts of technology that are going to permeate these markets. And as Chris then highlighted, you got to make these tough trade-offs. Where do you want to invest with limited resources? But it's coming, and it is transformational for these countries.
Not good enough for a phone.
Hi, my name is
You're
Emily.
so hard. They're hard to
We
read.
don't know when we get a great question. Plus, I want to keep the other people who are in line inspired.
Hi, my name is Emily, and in a week I will be starting as an intern at Facebook. I'm a sophomore at MIT, so I transferred going to Mozilla and Apple and Google, all these places. I just had a question about how do you strike the balance between, healthy competition and collaboration? Like, are you guys friends? Are you? Yeah.
No, we actually, and it was in the contracts when they came that they had to have separate green rooms in the back. Yeah, and then they had to have, there's very careful, like if someone had Diet Coke and the other one didn't, it's like suddenly they're throwing a fit. I mean, Vic can get very angry, so you have to generally keep everyone separate, and then they can be nice to each other for an hour on stage. It's about,
Yeah, I mean, we're tiny, like compared to these guys. So, we look at...
Not as tiny as TechCrunch, though.
So, we look for ways that we can use their infrastructure to help us out, so whether it's, leveraging some of the place database that Google's putting together or the social graph that Facebook's doing, we don't want to do all the work ourselves, so it's in our best interest to work with everyone else.
But then what are you going to do when everybody does location?
Well, I mean, we've kind of known this is going to go this way. Like, everyone's going to start...
You're not going to get an answer out of them.
Well, I mean, you guys are building platforms. Like we have a platform too. Like platforms share data with one another. So, check-ins on Foursquare will go everywhere else, and we'll suck, check-ins back from other services.
And Facebook's messaging so far has been, we're not going to just, put Foursquare and go all out of business. We are not just going to go slam them. That has been the messaging, that you intend to have a federated model and share data and things like that. Is that correct, Chris?
So pretty much everything we build, we're trying to build as a platform.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into specifics of the product or how we're going to roll it out or anything like that. But the way we think about it is we want to let users basically bring their check-ins, for example, or their whatever it is that their data is between these services, and that's something we need to build in the long run. We worked with Google on building the Android app for Facebook. And I think for each of us, there is a zone where you figure out how you can establish something that you both believe in and then go make it happen. Vic and I don't sit down and share our roadmaps, but we know where there are things where we need to work together in order to build something great. And I think the way to do it is to pick a zone where you know what you want and you can have a shared vision and then just focus on that zone. And that I think is probably true for all of us.
And you said you are an intern starting at Facebook?
In a week.
You know what? Why don't you take one of these devices? Anything I can do to get more Android at Facebook?
That's great. I'm Simon Applebaum with Tomorrow Will Be Televised. It's an internet radio show that covers television on Blog Talk Radio. Vic, to paraphrase the question Charlie Rose asked John Doerr at Kleiner Perkins sometime yesterday, around this time yesterday morning, Google TV will do what for mobile apps? What will it do for the 50,000 plus Android apps, the 150,000 plus iPhone apps? What will Google TV do for the mobile world?
Well, I think Google TV, one of the most exciting things about Google TV, and there's a lot of them, but one of the things that's awesome is that the same phone, the apps that you're building for Android will be compatible with Google Television because it's built on the Android platform. And so it's great, for example, to take Pandora and then just have Pandora installed on your television, where I have some of the best speakers in my home, and have that seamlessly play. And so I think it's an exciting opportunity to have a common platform that spans these very different devices, these very different form factors. So.
Yeah, we're out of time.
I'm going to leave this with you, and you can decide what you want to do with it.
Okay. I'll make
Next
it.
guy in line should get it.
So we're done. We're out of time. You guys, thank you very much for. And I'm sorry if you guys have waited for questions, didn't, but you can probably find a way to just run backstage and grab them or something. No, don't do that. Thank you for your time, Dennis. Whatever happens with your business, congratulations. And whether you sell or raise money or I guess if you went out of business, it's not a congratulations, but I don't see that happening. And you guys, it's amazing stuff you're doing. Thanks.
Great, thanks so much for having us.